My hearty welcome to all the HR leaders and the heads who are the guests today, and along with the co-panelists with me. And I will be doing this moderation. And we decided that let's conduct a HR meet. And the topic which we have decided, the theme for the meet that we have kept, it is upskilling for the AI era and strategies for the human AI collaboration. So AI initially, almost say 2 years back, it was a buzzword, and now you will see it is basically all pervasive, and it is changing all the workplaces, roles, and the jobs. And there's something called predictive analytics. So from predictive analytics to the automated decision making, we see that this is happening around. And along with that, it is changing the kind of requirements. It's changing the skills which are valued. It is changing the way the organizations they function. And it is really challenging that because the AI, which is really very advanced technology, which is basically very efficient, which is very precise. And we are fortunate enough that we have a people from this fraternity who are basically the person who are leading all these changes in a very positive way. They are the one who sit and design the strategies so that there shall be a collaboration between the workforce, the human workforce, and the AI. Probably what the strategies and the interventions they are bringing in or they have brought in their organization so that the upskilling can take place. They can foster the collaboration between AI and the human. So I think we all are good with it. My hearty greetings to Sumitra and Sarath and Ravina and Mr. Manish. Right? Are we good to go? Basic question which everybody shall try to answer, that as a HR expert and the leaders, I mean, how you explain the AI things which is going on in an organization. So what is the changes AI is bringing from your perspective, from the perspective of a HR person, right? What changes it is bringing at a workplace? So we can start with you.
So where is AI taking us? So that is a keynote of this session. So when we talk about AI, so we should see AI as an enabler, as an assistant, than looking at it as a substitute. We shouldn't look at AI as a substitute for whatever jobs we are doing right now. We just need to look at it as a support. I mean, as an enabler. We just need to ensure that all decision making process has to be taken care by the human, and we shouldn't depend upon AI completely on the decision making part of it, right? So we should know where should we draw some boundaries to it. So we should know where we should restrict the usage of AI. So we shouldn't use AI for every single thing.
It's a collaboration between AI and human. It's not comparison or domination from this one to that one. For example, if you take recruitment, we are using it reduces many of the man hours. Earlier, 100% is happening through manpower is needed from screening. I mean, we have to take profiles from the social media, about 100 profiles, and we have to review it individually. It takes a lot of efforts. Now, as an example, I'm saying application tracking system through AI, it gives us, out of 100, it provides some top 20 profiles. So we can spend on the top 20 alone, not on the entire 100. That's one example.
Let me give you a basic example. Like a year before, there was my team member, and he started using very good emails every day. So I was very curious to understand. He recently joined us and he's writing very good emails. I was not aware about the ChatGPT and anything. So I asked him, मैंने कहा यार तुम कैसे लिखते हो यार, मुझे भी कुछ सिखाओ. तो then he came, sir कुछ नहीं है sir, just rough email लिखते हैं and just paste it on the ChatGPT and came very well polished email, no grammatical mistake. So I was really surprised. Is it? So I started using, from last 1 year I started using ChatGPT. And earlier I used to invest a lot of time in writing emails. Now it's like I just write a mail, whatever it is, just ChatGPT, use it. what the extra time, if I'm investing like saving 4 hours in a day, and so what I'm doing of these 4 hours. So started meeting people. I started making good connections with my stakeholders, with my clients. So this helps me in really generating more and more business instead of writing an email and reverting and responding whole day. So we are more focusing now, it's more focusing on the decision making, and we are more focusing on interacting with the leaders and discussing the strategies. So one thing I'm clearly saying, the ground is already changed. So you have to change your game. So the playground is already changed. So now, how many of you are not using smartphones right now? I think none of. How many of you are not using laptops right now? I think no one. How many of you are not using internet right now? No one. So one day come, no one in the world is not using the AI. If you are not using AI, you are redundant. Somebody will replace you very quickly who know how to use AI.
Any change is uncomfortable to human beings, right? It's always the survival of the fittest, right? So I think AI is our generation's revolution, technology revolution, if you will, right? So it is used to let's say make operational things much faster. So everyone wants to use our minds, everyone is trying to bring in some value and some perspective, right? So how do you do that? It's by saving time on operational tasks like writing a mail or creating a presentation. The ideas of presentation, like Sumitra said, must be your own idea, right? But you need not spend hours to do a presentation or, let's say, analyze data, right? So analysis of data can be done by AI, but how are you making decisions out of it? That's where we come. I have a friend of mine who's building an AI tool called Brace. We have like thousands of connection on LinkedIn, but how do we really use them, right? How do we know which connect to reach out to at the right time when we need, right? So that is what Brace as an AI tool does. It helps human resource professionals or anybody in, let's say, the corporate world who is interested in networking to kind of figure out. So you can filter saying, hey, these are the kind of, let's say, I'm looking for connects in the finance background, or I'm looking for somebody in digital marketing. So it filters and it shows who are the most relevant people for you, right? I think that's a beautiful use of AI, right? And I mean, internet and technology is bringing humans closer. It's sort of, let's say, the boundaries are none. So I feel like we will adapt to this, right? If we can invent technology, I feel like humans can also think how we can function along with it, right? I don't think we would invent something that would put us out of jobs.
How you decide that which activities, which functions, which roles shall be carried out in a collaborative form, right? Human and AI, and which shall be totally be automated. So Ravina, you can start, I think.
Whatever we feel can enhance a user experience, and whatever we feel can save us a lot of man hours in terms of, let's say, doing. For example, if you take recruitment, we use a tool to shortlist the resumes, but ultimately we prefer taking interviews by ourselves, right?
So Manish, I will be bringing some more element to this question, that how one can decide which job role shall go to the complete automation and which shall be done jointly by the human and AI. And especially in your field where you practice, say, the accountancy and finance, and a lot of auditing is also there. And in, say, the language of, say, when we prepares the books of account, there is a one principle that what we call a money measurement concept, right? So the machine may be capturing only thing which is in the form of some numerical values and all. Whereas there may be some other aspects also, other parameters also, say maybe ethical also, maybe something, the personality traits also. So in this whole milieu of thing, how you would decide that, well, what shall go to the completely be automated, given to the tool or technology, and where the human interventions become really very, very relevant.
So first of all, on the skill side, I would like to say that adaptability is the most important thing right now. And so we need to understand AI is not here to replace us, it's here to empower us. So first, this message should go to your team. So it's not that the people are going to be, because if I implement the AI in auditing and the auditors that have hired 10 auditors, it doesn't mean that they lost their jobs. So adaptability is the most important thing. So we have to learn it, we have to use it, and we have to like evolve with it. So that's the most important thing. So again, coming back to your question, so areas again, so like as the everyday AI things are evolving, like every day you'll get to know that okay, this tool is much more better than the other one. I believe every area is going to impact this thing, and we have to bring AI in every area, whether it is accounting, it is auditing. Let me give you one example of the forecasting budgeting. So I like my spend almost 8 years of my career in the financial planning and budgeting. So we used to do a lot of manual budgeting, lot of Excel consolidation. So like I was working with SCL, we were getting the responses from hundreds of stakeholders, then consolidated those things. Takes a lot of efforts. Now AI is there, everybody can input their numbers in the system, and AI can give a very better results. But still a lot of companies has not implemented it. That's a going phase, and I'm sure within a year or two everything will come on that domain. Everything, it's not a very specific area, but everything. So they are evolving like anything. But my role is like make sure whatever the budget, whatever the forecasting is there, so the judgment and the strategy for the company and the decision making, you know, which definitely will remain with the human. So we always say na, like empathy, that like judgment and all creativity, so that will remain with the human. But the most important thing, all areas will be covered soon. So gradually all areas will be covered, whether it is finance, like we use Copilot. If I'm not sure how many of you heard, Copilot is an AI that can take the interviews. And so, but if you have submitted 10 candidates, it give a like a crux of that two is the best candidate. But now out of two is the human can select. So what best, so because you judge the people like over the empathy and everything, whether this person is more confident than the other, that's something. But every area will be covered and like.
So one next question is like any real say life interventions which you brought in your organization, try to train the people so that they can collaborate with the AI tools.
Yeah, as far as the training is concerned, as like no, we have no regular upskilling initiatives that's been going on. So we are developing our own chatbots, no, within our organizations for the internal communications and things like that. So we do have a regular trainings going on with the this like with we actually work on technologies like Java, Node.js, React.js, and all that. So like we are giving training on these areas because we have hired people who are very very much good in Java basics. But now right now like we have the requirement to get them trained on the AI tools. So we do carry out regular trainings for them in developing such AI tools within the organization.
Sarath, I have a question for you that how you ensure these employees are who, I mean, your workforce which you want to train or upskill, I mean, they are really motivated and not getting intimidated by the AI technology or tools or that we are going to be replaced. So how you keep them, say, engaged and motivated so that they are open for all these learnings?
We have to go to the departments and we have to meet the vice presidents at one place and team leads at one place. We have to motivate each stage of the corporate. It's not like a town hall meeting for all and we are telling something and it deliberates to everyone. It's not a case nowadays. And luckily, digital plays a key role that most of our meetings are in digital, which we cannot make people at a places due to various concerns, and we also have various locations as well, so we cannot meet them at one place, and we have to thank the digitalization for it. So at every designation we are meeting and we are converting, and AI intervention is plays a very key role that in the employee engagement part, where we can make it's like engagement with VP is something different, engaging leadership people is something different, engaging entry level people is something different, engaging mid level people,
So
senior
do
level
you
people.
find some resistance to upskill, or probably they are all willing at any stage, maybe at the top leadership or probably the mid-level management team?
We do have, and also we are making them to understand that it's a part of the role. It's a transformation journey, and where organizations are getting transformed, and you also should transform, and we have to educate them, and gradually we have to take it. By every day we have to make some sort of activity, at least some 5 to 10 minutes of activity every day to make them towards the goal.
So if I have to conclude the whole thing, that exactly how this, say, all the insights given by the experts. So probably we must learn to collaborate, and rather than competing with all these technologies. And then of course we have to be very creative, open-minded, right? And some out-of-box thinking is very, very important. But the most important thing, what everybody has harped over, that we have to be a continuous learner. So we have to be open for learning and keep upskilling ourselves. So with this, I'm putting this panel discussion to an end. Thank you everybody for joining, all my fellow panelists. Thank you. Thank you for your use.